We are very happy to have with us, ready to play live in our studios, the Babies. Welcome, everybody.
Hello.
We have Cassie and Kevin and Brian and Justin are on the rhythm section, and they performed in town last night, and they're heading down the road to the Northern tonight. If you're in the Olympia area, Babies are going to be playing at the Northern. They've got a new album, Our House on the Hill. We'll find out a little about that in a little bit, but if you're ready for a couple songs, that'd be great.
Let's do it.
There's no job to pay the rent, and there's no love to make it better, and there's no plans what you're doing later. Take my hand, alligator. Life is funny, life's alive, life is lonely, it's a dragon. What's your name? How you do it? I like your hair. How do you do it? And it's no fair that you're taking, and it's unfair that you're spoken for. Life is funny, life's alive, life is lonely, it's a dragon. I don't care. You're not a traitor. I'll take the stairs, not the elevator. And one day I'll see you with the top, walking on, love that never stops. And I've been on the way too long, I've been on the way too long, been on the way too long, I've been on the way too long. Life is funny, life's alive, life is lonely, it's a dragon. Oh, what a drag. Get lost, oh, lost in the sound, away from the crowd, lost in you, oh, lost in you. And baby, I'm low, and baby, I'm low. That you know I'm down to the floor. I wanna get high with you, oh, high with you. Up the stairs to your room, oh, high with you. And why are you walking so slow? Why do you always walk so slow? I gotta go somewhere soon, and I hope I'll be going there with you. Dreams the only place I want.
right, live music here at KEXP from the Babies. And again, they performed in town last night and are going to be in Olympia this evening, performing at the Northern. Our House on the Hill is the brand new second album. And to give the listeners a little background quickly, Cassie is with Vivian Girls and Kevin is with the band Woods. And I hate to use the word side project because this is now the second full-length album. So this is sort of on a par with those bands in terms of keeping things going.
Yes, no longer a side project.
Yeah, it's just a band.
Yeah.
Just a band. Yeah, well, this is the new second album. And so obviously it sounds like maybe things did sort of, the origins of this kind of sound maybe started happening on downtime with the other groups.
Yeah, for sure.
And then things kind of just got going with finding some interest in writing together, or how to get going?
Yeah, Cassie and I used to live together, and we would casually write songs, and then Vivian Girls started doing a lot, and then Woods started doing a lot, and then, yeah, kind of in the downtime of, when we weren't on tour and things like that, we started playing a lot more, and then it just kept on going. Good,
because those bands are certainly very active with a lot of music that is happening for those bands.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, on this new record, you did make a trip to Los Angeles to record that. You guys are from New York area, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one you recorded in Los Angeles. How did that come about?
Well, our good friend Rob Barbado offered to record the record, and I like all of his previous work, and I like all the bands that he's been a part of and been playing in. And we kind of just wanted to get out of the New York environment with, get away from the distractions and just sort of be out of our element and just in the headspace of working on the album. And so we asked Rob, and he was excited about it.
Yeah, it was a lot more focused recording our second album than it was our first. We kind of basically did nothing but record while we were out there. Whereas when we were recording our first album in New York, it took a really long time. It took 2 years, but we'd go in there every once in a while, record a few songs, and then go back about our lives. So the second album was a very different experience.
Is that the first time that you've done recording away from the New York area?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, when you say focused, and when you travel somewhere else, and especially go across the other side of the country, then you're not going to spend a lot of time doing all those other kind of things you do with your friends. And
yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
It was good. And we had spent time in the LA area before. Cassie, Justin, and I lived in a house, which is where the name Our House on the Hill comes from. And so we're familiar with it. It was we're kind of in our element, but we're not completely out of our element. We still knew how to get around and things like that. But yeah, I know.
This record sounds a little bit, you used the word focused. There's a little bit more of a cleaner sound on this one. Did you have ideas on kind of putting a little more polish, I guess you could say, on this record as opposed to the first one?
Yeah. Well, we kind of just let Rob go with it because, it's like Kevin said before, we really respect everything he's done. So he kind of took a lot of the production, the reins on the production, and we were really happy with what he did.
Yeah, Rob's the doctor.
The doctor.
But it's good. But it's nice to be able to tell what we're singing a little bit more,
Have a doctor in the studio.
Yeah, he's a doctor of the studio.
Yeah, PhD.
Cool. Now, this is a new release. Now, did your CD release for this, the record release for this in New York, sort of also turned into a hurricane relief benefit as well, or were those two separate events?
No, yeah, it's the same event. That was our record release show. I give a lot of credit to Justin for that. He sort of helped set that up, but our show had been booked. Our record release show had been booked for 2 months before, so long before Sandy hit.
Yeah.
And then once it hit, Justin got the great idea to sort of put a benefit twist on it, and we're kind of afraid that a lot of people wouldn't bring out donations, but it's actually very good. It's very fruitful.
So did any of you get personally affected by the hurricane?
Not personally.
Not
just
personally.
A lot of friends and friends of friends. And
yeah. That week we had a couple of other New York-based bands that were coming through town that were here.
Yeah.
And we're certainly, on the phone and on Facebook.
Yeah, it was scary.
Finding out what's going on in their own backyard.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating.
Yeah. All right, the Babies, brand new album, Our House on the Hill, playing tonight at the Northern in Olympia. The new record sounds really, really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're ready for a couple more songs, that'd be great.
Cool. We got 2 more. I have to give a shout out to my mom and dad who are listening.
do now? I'm nothing but a lonely lover. Say now, since you've been away now, remember you and I were friends. Time beside them, so I see you looking at, and I'm not leaving like I said I would have done. Told you I'd gone without your love, but I don't think I can get enough. And I'm walking, slow walking, slow walking. Save a place for me. Oh, save a place for me. Oh, save a place for me. In your heart, in your heart. I'm walking, slow walking, slow walking, slow walking. So slow, so slow, so slow, so slow, so slow.
This one's called Mean.
I had to leave the party, oh I just didn't feel so well. And it had just gotten started when a fever hit me like a spell. Had to walk out the door, I let my feet do all the thinking. On and forth toward something more. Cause you're mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 and it hurts my feelings. Oh, you're mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. What did I do to deserve this? To leave the conversation, oh I started to get sick. I usually have that sort of patience, but this time it was different. Visions of violence in my eyes, you know I don't mean no one no harm. But for you, an exception, as your mouth just rambled on. Cause you're mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 and it hurts my feeling. Oh, you're mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. Mean, 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 mean. What did I do to deserve this? you never ever come my way again. And if you do,
Live music here at 90.3 KEXP. You've been listening to music from the Babies and all those songs they've performed here this afternoon on the new album, Our House on the Hill. And again, they're going to be at the Northern tonight in Olympia. So thanks a lot for being here this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Good luck with the band and the rest of the tour, and in fact, all the bands that you guys are a part of.
Thank you.
And I want to say thanks to our engineer, James, 90.3 KEXP, Seattle.